Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to the letter apparently we've finished the Zaharis route. And first thing I noticed, after basically we started Marianne's, she was the fourth one on the list, Marianne's route. Apparently, she likes anime girls. She's great. She's really great. Also, I like her apartment. I bet the bookshelves, I bet those are all manga as well. And over here on the screen, I bet you can see some visual novels. Yeah, I have no clue what the hell is that on the picture here, but whatever. But this is wonderful. Anyway, your relationships, you are pretty high with Isabella, Hannah as well, Zachary not so much. Maybe further ahead, Rebecca, same, Ashton, same. Luke not so great as well. I mean, no one is actually doing too good with Luke, except for Hannah. Nobody likes Luke, let's face it. Also the fact that Isabella and Rebecca are not getting along the way I wanted them to, it's pissing me off. Anyway, profiles. Marianne McCullough, birthday, July 14th. That's pretty close to mine. Cancer. Well, I'm a Leo already, okay? Yeah, so it's still July. 30 years old. Height, 5'11". 180. Holy shit, she's tall. Occupation, interior designer, former architect. Nationality, Irish. Religion, Roman Catholic. Same here. Education, Bachelor of Arts in Architecture. Likes chocolate, nice. Cats, classical arts, okay. Country music, okay. Karaoke, nice. Board games, yes. Video games, yes. Anime and other obscure pop culture items, yes. Yoga, okay, come on. Have we found the best girl? Left in a dumpster as a baby, she was found by a peddler and spent most of her childhood roaming the countryside in a beat-up van. Her father taught her how to read, write and pray. Full and unconventional life, it was all she knew. Okay, that was not an easy start to life, definitely. Child welfare protection eventually caught on and required that she have a proper education. She was provided a scholarship at St. Samanthan School for young ladies and was bullied for being a charity kid. Fucking assholes. Marianne only had one friend and was mostly focused on her studies. Intended on graduating and returning to her father, ashamed that he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's soon after. God damn it. Her work as an architect in Ireland lasted until the Irish economic crisis. She moved to England, but after some time returned in search of better career opportunities. This is like, it literally, if you were in her shoes, you would think, wow, life sucks. But still doesn't just find that she likes anime. And she has a freaking amazing picture that covers, well, a huge part of the wall. Anyway, 7:15 p.m. Numbers are sold on the top of my screen and they glare at me with such intensity that I can just hear their accusations. I went for a night out with the girls, yes, but I have a perfectly good excuse, G. Considering I didn't follow typical office hours, they really can't expect me to be able to just go as I please at 5:30 on the dot. The client is first and foremost my priority. I have to sleep tight when my personal assistant Chris tells me we have a big one coming up and that I shouldn't miss this one. He knows a lot more on the who's who and the what's what when it comes to these socialities, and I trust this. And I trust that judgment call. I really don't have time for rich people, their drama and their politics. These are who were born with silver spoons in their mouths and who were used to wagging their silver tongues about. I let him handle the negotiating with them for the most part. Why else would I have hired him? But he told me I'd received a message about it an hour ago.
Now, if only he has the full shilling when it comes to the time.
Now that I think about it, I did say, I believe at the very beginning, that she sounded British, didn't I? I mean, Irish. Come on, I have a social life too, you know, to an extent. Sort of. Press my head against the table, I try to stave off an oncoming headache when the notification for a new email pops up. All I'm expecting is, hey, this looks like a good project I found, go send them the design! Or something like that, really. That's how it often goes. Even with these rich jammy cleans, who's heard of from their equal rich jammy friends, I can't expect them to hire me right off the bat. Which is all well and good and reasonable. We figure out what they want, send them my portfolio, my drafts for the projects, my rates, and hope for the best. This is a big client, Marianne. I'll babysit Berutiel for you. Who is Ber? Oh, okay, Berutiel was your cat, that's true. Okay. Subject. Important client, pretty street. From Chris Oak Parker to Marianne, of course. Just please take this one project, I promise. This person is huge in Luxembourg. This email and an announcement, blah blah blah, okay. Okay, I've read this. Miss Parker, this is a formal request to secure the services of Marianne McCullough, hereinafter after called the designer. As authorized by Hannah Wright, hereinafter called the client for interior design work at Ermer Garden Mansion, Luxembourg, LX, 18 Orf, United Kingdom. The client hopes to have the designer there on 21st October, Friday with the time pending. But I open the mail and see that I've been requested by the client specifically. Well, I certainly didn't expect that, and it's pretty straightforward too. Anyone else would probably be excited. They would be working with the Hannah Wright. She's just one of those rich socialities that everybody loves to talk about, no matter how hard try to tune such nonsense out. It would have been enough for me to reply an affirmative increase and leave, but he has never pleaded for me to take a project before. We've worked with big personalities in the past, celebrities, bankers, and even a few politicians. My PA had been indifferent about those. So the question bounced about my school before I spy on one of the email attachments. Wright Enterprise on its £2.5 million refugee UK. A newspaper clipping from the Luxembourg Daily's business news section, boasting the headline that I just read. It certainly caused quite a stir back then. Apparently they had invited businessmen and socialities everywhere, in the guise of it being some big business announcement.
2.5 mil and an expensive looking party to boot. These people sure know how to throw their money around.
Right? Not that I should be so callous. They're going to do a lot of good and help a community of people with all those pounds. True that. At the grand opening of a new Wright hotel last Wednesday, Luke and Hannah announced donation. Welcome only a month after our previous donation to Save the Children UK. Whoa! One of the largest donations. Okay, we'll help with this. Can keep helping women. Okay. Rumors. Alright. I thought people shouldn't criticize such acts, whether they were for show or not. At least I know they will be able to pay my rates. With the headline out of the way, however, I find myself staring at the picture that came along with the clipping. Goes, wow, look at her! Here I am expecting a sore old woman in a blazer and skirt. But the woman that was plastered on the front page looked like she belongs on the front page of the entertainment section ribbon, if I am to be crass as the pin-up for glamour. Okay, I'll be real here. MS magazine. She sure knows how to rock that dress. Marianne, you are staring. Wait. Her eyes, her lips. She can be her. And at the same time, she's her, only several years older. She looked just like... No, come on, Mac, the world is full of pretty blondes. It's just a coincidence. Don't tell me you know her for sour. I want to know. With a shake of my head, I snap of it and reach out for my phone when it buzzes, nearly falling off my chair in the process. Right, tell me. An email from the Wrights came requesting Marianne McCall's expertise for their home. What seemed like an innocent shut-up phone, innocent commission made a different impact on the famous design after seeing a picture of the right missus. Who else would be on the other line but the very people waiting for me?
Oh, piss. I'm so sorry, Cam. I'm on my way.
That's what I say. Yet I still don't move from my chair, face flushed and heart racing. I couldn't stir until I can will myself to reply that yes, I'm accepting the assignment. Okay, I'm still curious, what the hell did... And it takes even more time for me to just close the image, shut down the computer and leave. Even then, it has already burned its image into my head, no matter how much I wish it would just appear. It makes me care for the alcohol and the company. Tell me, what is this about exactly? I want to know, damn it. It makes me care for anything that can help you forget. Okay. You won't tell me that Hannah was the bully we read in the very beginning, right? Please tell me it's not her. It's a good thing that the nearest pub is just a hop, skip and a jump from here. The Galway Show, as it is called by those who frequented the place, is the only decent Irish pub in this country. I mean county. You can pretty much tell that someone is new if they call it by its official name, the Crowbar. My home away from home ever since I moved to Lexburn. Well, that is when I'm not cooped up in my condo and working anyway. It has good alcohol, good company, and thank God and Saint Cecilia, good music. Crowd favorites like the Buffy Noise, the High Wesleyan Man, and Second Fusion Orchestra are often played. To mention the singing. I love singing. Anyone could just break out in a drinking song and the others sleep up were just wonderful that they'd start singing along. And doing so while intoxicated is the best of ways to go about it. Hey, it's a win-win as long as I don't puke in the middle of the chorus, and as long as I can get home in one piece at the end of the day. She's kind of crazy as well. And tonight is karaoke night. What better time than to try and sing all my words away? That's what my intoxicated brain tells me.
The ghost of guilt and sorrow remembers who I am, and in the prison of my heart, I was my only slave.
She's pretty good, but drinking only reminds me of my home, and the thought of home makes me think of her.
But in the depths of my cold soul, I'll leave the burden and despair.
Okay, can you explain? I need to know, okay? Because I'm too curious right now. It makes me nauseous. It's sick has been that the smallest reminder of her can cause me such grief. What are you talking about?
I'll fight for what's worth fighting for. Forget the fear, forget the rest.
Course, that might just be the booze. Another day I would have scolded myself for drinking so much.
I lied to the Lord, I lied to myself, I lied to you and everyone I care, until there were no more lies to tell.
But I already have a client and we'll be having our first little meet and greet in a few days.
Cowardice is easier than being brave, but at last I found the strength I lost to sing my love letter to you. 'Cause people can lie, but my lone heart beats true.
I want to at least enjoy this night. get over the hangover tomorrow, and return to being a prim and proper professional after.
That song was for Cam, our lucky bride-to-be. So give her hand, Galway shawl.
Considering the state I'm in, one can excuse my smug grin as cheers and applause rise among the pub's patrons. Because possibly off-key, public singing aside, I feel like I'm on top of the world right now, and that's a good reason as any to belt out in front of these strangers. With good drinks and good friends, there's nowhere else I'd rather be tonight. And I forget for a short while.
And that song was brought to you by Marianne McCullough, everyone! A round of applause!
Hello there. I mean, she has cute friends as well.
That was so good. You rock, Marianne.
Okay, which one is which one?
Oh, please stop. You're just saying that.
You know neither of us can hold a tune, Marianne.
Okay. Haruna, are you on the right or on the
A
left?
toast to our shameless drunk singer. May your drinks forever flow and your notes be ever lovely.
If anyone deserves a toast tonight, that's Cam. Finally sealed the deal after 3 years, eh? Read 'em and wait, bitches.
Yeah. Kamala's diamond engagement ring. Okay, that's how I can actually. That's true. That's how I can make with where is one or the other. Glimpse as she holds it up for all the world to see. She has reasons to be proud. 3 years of living together, and her boyfriend finally asked her the big question. Obviously, she said yes.
Don't get too attached to that ring or the one after, sweetie. I was wearing a wedding ring not so long ago, and look at where I am. But enough of me being a downer. Cheers to a happy engagement!
Yay! Cheers! Of course, if something like Haruna's divorce were to happen, I'd be there for Cam. Just as Cam had been there for me. What? Acting more than just my yoga instructor. I can't keep it for my friend right now.
Cheers!
Oh, she's drunk.
Cheers.
Well, we both will be there for Cam, won't we? Haruna and I. Haruna, it's been a real bad year for her ever since her divorce. What? She's such a nice person, even loaning me money to open the studio. And she didn't deserve what her husband had pulled. Okay, what did he pull and why do I have to arrive there to kick his ass? I'm happy she's smiling again and speaking out like she used to. I think we've all missed our Japanese firecracker. Japanese firecracker, by the way. That's a nickname for. We met in yoga class, something I had joined to keep myself in shape and, well, mostly so that I could make friends when I had moved to Luxburn. So that's how you make friends, you go to yoga classes! Okay. Clearly it worked like a charm. And it definitely didn't have anything to do with the fact that I brought along my lucky D20 die with me on that first day, so no sir. Lucky D20. Oh, okay, makes sense. You play the board games, got it. I love these girls so much.
What about you, Marianne? You're 30 years old and you still haven't got yourself a man.
Marianne is cool, but I'm afraid I will be after the Japanese firecracker. So who knows?
And you guys know I have a very busy schedule. I don't have time for that.
Well, suddenly she's not drunk anymore.
Oh, come on! That's a lame excuse and you know it! You need a man who'll take care of you and you need it now! Maybe some hunk who'll be your house hubby while you rake in the dough.
I'm quite capable of taking care of myself. Who needs a Mr. Right? Hey, look at me, I'm Marianne McCullough, a lawful neutral cleric with 9 points in wisdom and 8 in charisma, but I can't get myself a date.
I mentioned druids and demons once. They don't even know the rules or understand what the numbers mean. I certainly am not some sort of holy person. I'm a far cry from a miracle worker and I barely have the power to fight off demons, especially my own. You might need to find some demons soon.
Actually, maybe she isn't looking for a Mr. Right, but a Mrs. Right.
I knew it. I mean, Haruna, I think I have to agree with that. Because, you know, with what was happening earlier.
Oh, my Marianne, we still love you even if you're in the closet.
That would explain some things. Haruna, you don't have a ring anymore. Maybe you two can be together and I don't have to worry about my best girls being alone. What are you on about? There's nothing to explain.
But the more they deny, the louder they tease until the other people in the pub start to watch. It doesn't help at all when Haruna drapes her arm over my shoulders and leans in.
Will I be all yours then? Will you be making me feel like a woman?
I know that they're just kidding out, but this does make me comfortable just like that. So when Kamal announced my silence and Haruna sees the expression on my face, they stop. And when the awkward air settles over us, the rest of the pub goes back to whatever they were doing before the whole thing ever happened. They probably won't even remember it when they wake up with the massive hangovers anyway. Well, I'll remember everything.
Sorry.
Me too.
Hey, no hard feelings, right?
I raise my glass. They smile. We drink. There is no need to say more. We are all definitely far too drunk tonight. Eventually the fun times end, and it is a weekday after all. And with Haruna being a nurse, she still has to get ready for her next shift. She's a nurse? Come on. She's a... The Japanese firecracker is a nurse? I'm after her! Cam also has a loving fiancé waiting for her at home, and really didn't have to make a fuss about having left some buns in the oven when she took off early. Really, I understand. I was the one who insisted, who was determined to get pissed drunk anyway. Moving to the bar, I sit. Alone at last. Alone with a stranger that... I know already. I haven't seen him before. Obviously not regular. He hasn't said a word and just sits there, savoring his drink. With his whiskey served neat in one hand and lighter in the other, it doesn't feel like he's not me yet, and maybe I should go before he does look my way. Because he was pretty and he was blonde, and those two things plus alcohol never did me any good. I thought too late. Judging by the way his flushed face and the dazed look in his eyes, he's as pissed drunk as I am. But whereas I feel like killing over, he looks like he's ready to take the catwalk by storm. Really, he just has the air of one of those men who think they own the world.
Hello there, sexy. Please don't stand up on my account. I already like what I see.
Uh-oh!
Fancy a drink? It'll be on me.
But then again, I might be pleasantly surprised if he proves me wrong.
Want some between the sheets? Sex on the beach? I'm talking cocktails, of course.
Fat chance. But doesn't matter, we both know how to play this game. And there are two different ways for the night to end. One thing or another is going to happen. The question is, what do I want to do?
Oh no, that's fine. I'd rather order some blue balls or some AMF if you don't mind.
Ugh. He looks like he's about to say some witty retort, but stops himself and downs the rest of his whiskey. I order a mint julep, he gets another whiskey, and we start the customary small talk. Of course, the saying ask me no questions and I will tell you no lies goes without saying. We ask nothing about each other, offering up falsehoods to establish a strenuous, fake connection between two strangers at a pub if only to pass the time. Oh, Marianne, if only you knew. Whiskey, as I have come to call him, is supposedly 21 years old, single, takes care of his sick mother, and is a manager of some sort. So basically the last element is true. The other one not really. Manager of what? I didn't care to listen to the details. Meanwhile, Mint, as he has come to call me, is 29. And I'm... What did I say I was again? I told him I was a professional chocolate taster. Because fuck it, if I'm going to lie about my job, might as well make it fun. I don't know if that's fun, but okay. It's a pretty decent chat between two pretty drunk strangers. And maybe it's just me, but we might just fucking, well, expend the tiniest amount of effort in pretending there's something meaningful in this meeting. Would have been nice too, if it was just left at that. But during a lull in the conversation, he brings it up.
You know, I've never been with a woman taller than me.
What? And to think he might have been different from the rest.
Never have and never will, Whiskey.
Whiskey, okay. She was 180? She was 158, Hannah was 170, and you were 183. And here I can't have a look into that.
Can we go back to the history of chocolates? Did you know that chocolate candy was introduced in 19th century England as a healthier alternative to alcohol?
Right, I want to check if that's actually true or not. Right, I need to check this. I need to check if that was true or not. I know it's a weird thing to go and check, but whatever. Chocolate candy, 19th century. God damn it, I wrote. Okay. Alright, now I wrote it properly. England. Alcohol alternative. If I could write it properly as well, that would be great. Britain has been a nation of chocoholics since the 19th century. So maybe there is truth to what she said. Holy crap! She knows her stuff. St. Lucy was the most beautiful woman of her time. She had men come from the four corners of the world just to see the pure light of her exquisite green eyes. Where did that come from? If she were so lucky anyway.
No, enough of the history lesson. Come on, Mint. You know and I know what you came here for.
Found out that every suitor was gone, and she was no fool. She had known that sooner or later she wouldn't be able to defend her chastity.
Come on. There must be something that gets you going.
So she had taken out a knife and gouged out her own eyes.
There is something, but I don't think you can handle it.
Impressed with her devotion, God restored her eyes and made them more beautiful than before. He has a peculiar sense of humor, hasn't he? Alright, if we look not here again, if we look here. Alright, what she might? Chocolate, alright. That's out of the line. Cats, I don't think she will use it. Alright, will she go board games, video games, or anime? Okay, please. Or combination of the three. It will destroy him. Because that only meant suitors kept going after Lucy, and she kept her eyes in a chalice to scare them away.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can handle whatever it is.
Come. Saint Lucy, help me. Help me turn away from sin. Help me with my own blindness.
My place isn't too far from here. I won't take care of you if it ends up being too much for you. And no one will be able to hear you if you try to scream. You sure you want to go down that road, pretty boy?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
What? The best thing about having my condo so close to pub is the ease of access. As long as I can still stand and walk, I can make it home. What the hell is going on? Marianne went to the Crawl Bar, also called the Galway's Shoal, by its patrons for a night out with her close friends, Cam and Haruna. When they left, Marianne was seen with a stranger whom she only referred to as Whiskey. In turn, she was called Mint. God damn it, if only she knew. Maybe I need help from a kind neighbor or two to help me with the last leg if I've really gone overboard on the alcohol, but I always made it home. Sometimes with company. Of course, that always comes with complications, especially with the real clingy ones. But it isn't anything a good tip about soccer so the building security can fix. I'm always nervous though, even if this isn't the first time I've done this. And the first few minutes when we enter my room are the first few minutes where I try not to panic. Okay, Mac, so far so good. Don't let him smell your fear under all that liquid courage. Okay, it still bothers me. What the hell is that thing on that goddamn picture next to the monitor? He'll leave sooner or later and I will never have to see him again, just like every other man before him. Oh, if only she knew. I'd like to say to myself that the men I brought to my place were more scared than I was. Yet there is no fear when I look into Whiskey's eyes, only delight. When he starts at me, I don't even hesitate when I push him against the door. Roughness is to be expected. And as long as he sticks to the script, everything will go smoothly. We'll have our little tumbling sheets, he will leave, we'll forget about it. If somebody asked what I really wanted, I would have told them that I wanted a bed of roses, chocolates and music, maybe in an Irish castle. Preferably not haunted. But all I really want is her, and it's never going to be reality. I knew it. That was my fault, of course. Because I was afraid. Because I was a coward. So you are not only... no, okay, never mind. They would never hold a candle up to her. She was the light of my life. And I had let her go. I can't even be bothered at the thought of her. Just the single thought of her makes my resolve to see this affair through waver.
Wait.
What is it now?
Yeah, what is it now? This is wrong. Oh, nothing. Never mind. Let's go. This is wrong.
We're both drunk.
And it scored points? Alright.
And...
This is wrong. Don't you think it's a bit fucked up that we're about to have sex and we're just calling each other by the drinks that we had? How messed up are we?
Doll, shut up with the ethics and morality talk. It is seriously putting me out of the mood.
If you want to leave now, Whiskey, I understand. I mean, with how smashed you are, it'd probably be best for you to sleep the night unless you want to be mugged. But I won't stop you. And this isn't going to happen.
Bloody hell.
Achievement unlocked, cock blocked. I mean, technically I'm glad. Because he didn't deserve Marianne. Of course he's annoyed at me for putting off our night of sexual congress. But no means no. And beyond spouting a few profanities under his breath, he surprisingly simmers down soon enough. I was worried for a moment that he might try to force something. Instead, he makes a show of fixing his suit and smoothing down his hair, before making himself comfortable on the nearest seat he could find.
What are you doing then? You have a guest in your home. Put the damn kettle on.
Oh.
Dandelion tea if you have it. But I suppose all you have are those shitty tea bags from the store.
If it isn't for the absurdity of this turn of events, I would have flipped him off for thinking I have no taste. But in the end, I just laughed. All I got are cans of Korean ginseng and lemon balm for no dandelion. Without a second thought, I do wet the tea. That's 3 minutes to get the kettle to a boil. 3 minutes where we say nothing to each other. I mean, would you even say to the guy I was going to sleep with until I changed my mind? I doubt he's in the mood to talk about the influence of Trois on Mallory. It's still unusual by the time we're both seated on my bed with mugs of tea in hand.
Just so you know, whatever is going on right now is a lot stranger and fucked up than the one night stand.
It's kind of true.
We are two messed up individuals by your logic.
Everything is messed up, if you ask me. War, terrorism, famine, poverty, loved ones and loved lost. Oh,
Okay, he's right about that.
this whole world is a cesspool.
There is telling me when it fills the room once more. One would think that this is the perfect time to burst, to spill about whatever issues that made us the fucked up person that we are today. And it is. But I guess some part of me would rather not put the weight of my problems on somebody else's shoulder. It wouldn't be fair to leave that to a person when I don't even know if we'll ever see each other again. Sooner rather than later. Oh, Marianne, if only you knew. Sooner rather than later, we both pass out my bed. Max left forgotten the floor. And also that's the moment we end the episode. So for now, I really hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Bye bye.